Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jagpreet. I'm an assistant professor with School of Design Studies, and we are here to discuss more about School of Design Studies. What is design? How is design useful in our daily lives? There are a couple of more things that we'll be talking about as we go forward. Yeah. So, School of Design Studies uh, is an initiative by the University of Petroleum and Energy Studies, and the perspectives and new philosophies we'll be discussing them as we go through the website. So to begin with, what is design? Well, design is about change. You know, we all know, we all say, and we talk about that this is when we look at something, we talk about design, right? And we always say the design of things have changed, the design of cars have changed, the design of mobile phones, the water bottles that we see around us, the houses, the things have changed around us. So what is that? What is the change that we often talk about, you know, but we don't know exactly how it happens. To begin with, some social responsibilities of a designer are not only to sell their products, but also to help the society to grow. If you look at this particular slide, you see a small kid rolling a plastic container. It looks more like a roller to level a field. You know, this could be, as if you look at it, we'll say, okay, he's leveling a cricket pitch. But there's more to it. You know, we generally see such kind of images, and uh, we have a tagline with such ladies carrying pots on their heads, and then we talk about colorful India and the colors and the vibrant colors of the country. Do you know these ladies? They walk somewhere around 8 to 10 kilometers every day, one side, just to get some liters of water. And the water they get is not even sufficient for one complete day. They conserve water to a large extent because there's a shortage of water. Apart from the shortage of water, there are another problem. A lot of problems actually sit with such ladies and such families. One is the health. One are the health issues because see you're carrying say what 20-25 liters of water on your head and you're walking on an unpaved road. There are no proper roads. It's all kacha road as we call them. So the spinal cords they take a lot of damage. You know? And further, these women they are not able to get proper education because most of the time they are busy carrying water. They're not able to get proper work employment for the same reason. They're not able to take care of their families. So what some designers thought that okay, we may not be able to give them water supply through pipelines, but let us help them reduce the hardship. So somebody came out with this design. It's called a Q drum, like the letter English alphabet letter Q. This particular kid, he's dragging 50 liters of water. This has come out with simple design. Design thinking has been applied. A new product was brought in, and simple plastic container. So this is where design helps the society to grow. Further, if you look at the industry, how things are growing, we talk about cars, we talk about products, we talk about motorcycles, new buses, new trucks. They all start from an idea. Now, if you look at this image, you have two kinetic Hondas together. Now, this is one of the very first ideas of what we call a nano today. How it's like when Ratan Tata wanted his company to make 1 lakh car. The first idea that people came out with, the engineers came out with, was something similar to two kinetic Hondas. Join them together, put a roof, put a windscreen, two headlights at the front, you steering, some seats, and that's it. That is how 1 lakh car idea was perceived. But Ratan Tata said, no, I want something fresh, something new, something that attracts people. So that is how Tata Nano came in being. There were a lot of designers from India, from UK, from Italy. They designed this new car, and that was an idea which has been presented to the world. See, design is evolutionary. It doesn't stay the same. Look at this image itself. From the very first earthen pot, diya as we call them, to the candle, to the lantern, to the halogen bulbs, to LEDs, we have grown a lot. So that is how the design is evolving the products around us. So who does these things? And these are done by the people like you and like myself, people who can understand why we need to bring new things in the world. Now, if you look at this particular image, you have a Coca-Cola bottle from 1899 to 1986. The bottle has changed a lot. You know, but today, what we see here is the final image of Coca-Cola bottle, which is still the same. From 1986, it's still the same. It hasn't changed. But what has changed is the way it is being packed now. Earlier it was glass bottle, now you have more of plastic bottle, and now you have many companies which are coming with very fancy packaging, like the paper boat. It's a very recent juice drink. You have Ampana, you have Jaljeera, you have many other flavors of what we sorry, what we drink in normal lives. So they've put it in a very special packaging. We find it classy, it's nice, texture. That is what the design has done. This has been done by an Indian company, and some of the students from School of Design Studies UPES have worked for the company that designed the packaging for paperboard. Now, design is basically the missing link between invention and innovation. You see this. You know how pager works. We started long back when Graham Bell made the first telephone. Uh, he did a brilliant job. What he did was he made two people sitting at a different far off places talk to each other. Right. Uh, so problem was solved. That people could now communicate. There was no need of sending pigeons. That kabutar ja ja ja. That is what used to happen. People would send their message through kabutar, pigeons, or manually people would go on horses and deliver the messages. But Graham Bell, he invented a phone. Now that had to be innovated. After phone, after that landline as we call them today, somebody decided, yes, we need something better. Something that would enable people to send the messages to those who are not next to a landline phone. So somebody designed a pager. Now what you see here on the first image is a pager. How pager works is every pager comes with a number. So if you want to send a message to that particular number, you dial that number. There would be an operator on the other side. You tell the operator that I want to send this particular message to this particular number. The operator will type the number and send it across. That that particular message would be displayed on the screen as a text message. The reader will look at it and say, "Oh wow, I've got the message. Now I have to reply." Not to reply, the person needed another phone. So somehow we've been able to have the half of the communications problem solved, but the another problem was to reply. While working on those problems, designers started looking for solutions, engineers started looking for solutions. They came out with the mobile phone. The big mobile phone that you see, with a dog image. That is something similar to what initial telephones looked like. They were big, very big, right? Uh, if you watch some old Hollywood movies, you'll see they would be carrying a briefcase. Inside the briefcase, they will be having a telephone. It was so big. Okay, but the idea of designers so far, or the engineers so far, was to enable communication on the go, like mobile communication. Now designers started working. Now they thought, okay, we have a product, we have the technology. Let's start working on how to make it better, right? So that everybody can hold it in their hands. So people started designing, styling, industrial design people started designing something, and they came out with it's as I said, it's an evolution. So they came out with a phone like Nokia 3310. Nokia 3310 was a very solid phone. We always have these jokes, right? That it's so solid, you throw it at a tank, and the tank bursts, right? So what is happening here is we are changing the way we communicate with the phone. Then you keep going forward. Every company came out with their own phones. They came out to something like a Moto Razr. A Moto Razr did not have protruding keypads like previous phones. It had very nicely laser cut phone keypad, which was having a metallic finish, and it flushed very nice with the surface. So you did not feel there was a button, right? Now that is where the emotion started coming. Colors started coming in, nice cameras, front cameras, back cameras. That all started coming in, but not very, very mature as of today. But that time it was groundbreaking. Then there was this company. We all know about this company. Uh, it was not known for mobile phones. It was known for computers, only computers. They didn't do anything else. But at the same time, there was another company which was the world leader in the music industry. That was Sony. They made Walkman, they made tape recorders, they make two-in-ones, they make stereo systems. They had their own music production houses, movie production houses, etc., etc., etc. Then came Apple. Apple did not know how to make music. They did not know how to produce music, but they knew how to make computers. So they made a very small iPod. The iPod changed the way people listen to the music. The music remains the same. iPod was such a great hit that Sony almost lost the market share. And today we know Sony is almost out of the market as compared to Apple. Then Apple made iPhone. That is where the revolution came. Everything changed. Now people did not have keys at all. One button and that's it. Apple was everywhere. Now that is where again things changed. Now if you go to market, you want to buy a new phone. You look at Lenovo, it looks like HTC. You look at HTC, it looks like Samsung. Samsung looks like Apple, and Apple doesn't know what it wants to look like next. What has happened? We have saturated the market with same technology and similar looking designs. And but this is exactly where the designers start working again. Now, designers thought of creating something much more futuristic, so that you know people can think beyond phones. So we had something like Google Lens. Google Eye, Google Lens, a lot of names were given to this one. Now this one has been designed thinking that instead of phones, you have everything in your glasses. It has a mic, a camera, it has a screen, so you don't need anything else for the communication. It's a brilliant idea for now. It did not sell much because it's expensive. To buy this, you should be Iron Man, because it's so expensive. But anyhow, nevertheless, this is one of the greatest ideas for tomorrow. I'm not sure when it will come out, but maybe in the future we'll have something much more subtle, much more acceptable in the society, so that it can sell and it will become mainstream like mobile phones. Everybody needs design because design is iconic. You know, Apple, again, you just see the logo of Apple and you know what company it belongs to. If you look at this image, 1975 to 2012, this is BMW. BMW has completely changed. It's not the same as 2012 and 1975 car are not same. But one icon, the grill, the design of the grill is so iconic. You just look at it and you know it's a Beamer, it's a BMW. That is the impact of design. That is how far designers think. You know, you relate to design. These are two different cars. One is 2012, one is 1932. But they look similar because of the connection designers have made. Right? You have big white lights, a long grill in the center in both the cars, so you find there's a connect. So this is how designers work, designers think, and that is how design happens in the world. And this is exactly what SoDS does. Now, the idea of SoDS was to fill the gap that is there in the market. What we just saw, there are a lot of ideas, a lot of products in the market, but they get saturated. So every 10 years, you need a total shift in design, right? You need new products, you need new cars. What happens then? Then there comes a need. at the demand of designers. Now, with such growth in the design and the innovation industry, there has been a huge demand of designers across the globe, not just India. Now, if you look at countries like Korea or say US been very long in design. Even Brazil, you look at that. You look at Russia, you find a lot of new people coming out with very nice designs, new products, new cars, new services are coming. So who are doing this? The designers who are doing this. But in India, there's a huge demand of designers, but there's a huge gap as well. You need designers in all sort of tangible and non-tangible products, like in transportation design, product design, graphics, accessory, communication, app design nowadays, which is very famous across the globe. You need people to do this, but we don't have those many people. So this idea to fill the gap between the availability of the talented young designers and the industry requirements, SoDS took its initial form. So University of Petroleum and Energy Studies uh, started SoDS as one of the first kind in northern India that aims to create mass awareness of design through design education. We started in July 2013 with MDes alone. We had 10 students, and we started School of Design Studies. The aim was, to create SODS as a hub for the world-class design education in the times to come. So we have state-of-the-art infrastructure within the campus of University of Petroleum and Energy Studies at Dehradun. We eye at becoming the top-ranking design school in the country, and of course later on in the world as well. We are one of the very few private universities in India to provide degree courses in various design programs. I'll talk about the programs in the coming slides. Our main aim is to provide interdisciplinary knowledge. So it's a 360-degree knowledge learning that students acquire when they come and join School of Design Studies. So we have lots and lots of courses which have subjects which would cater to the needs of different kind of students. Like it could be photography, model making, clay modeling. It is there. You have photography, as I mentioned already, as not the core subject, but also as a addition to your communication design learning. Your accessory design is again a part of it. You do a lot of greeting card designing, for example. You do graphic designing, and so on. If you come to UPES School of Design Studies, you'll find a lot of work which is being displayed, and each and every work on display has been done by the students only. You know, may it be banners, may it be posters, may it be display articles, the furniture in the university at display in the School of Design Studies that has been done by the students. So this is how we are trying to explain, inculcate multiple levels of education to the students. In School of Design Studies, we have Master of Design, we have Bachelor of Design, and we have Bachelor of Design in Digital Arts. In Master of Design, we have Transportation Design and Industrial Design. In Bachelor of Design, we have Product Design and Transportation Design. Then we have BDS Digital Design, which is complete digital design, where I'll be explaining here in next slides. What do you do? MDes is art. We study art of design. We are study design management. We have projects, a lot of sketching and rendering. You learn how to create your portfolios, visual communication, engineering graphics, product detailing. You have value engineering, advanced ergonomics. Ergonomics, one of the very important subjects. So these are the things which we cover in MDes, apart from many other subjects that we just talked about previously. Now on BDS again, we have transportation design. You do the first year as we have as foundation, which is same for all the BDS students. So where you learn basics of design like form analysis and generation. You learn the introduction to semiotics, how things work. You learn elements of design, your balance, harmony. You learn of geometry. You learn of color theory, etc. Apart from that, you learn aerodynamics, you learn material exploration, what different kind of materials are used in the automotive industry, visual composition, how do you put your things together so that they look very pleasing. You do a lot of portfolio making. You do a lot of illustration and sketching. You do clay modeling, digital sculpting. You use 3D models and 3D software like Autodesk Alias, like CATIA, 3ds, and many more. Similarly, in product design in bachelor's, we have again ergonomics, you have engineering graphics. You also learn product detailing and materials processes, sketching and drawing, nature forms, you form exploration, model making, and many other subjects that you learn in your BDES product design alone. Now, in digital design, which is an innovative offering from UPES School of Design Studies, where if you are interested in game design, you are interested in animation, you are interested in say 3D modeling and animation, you in digital imaging, desktop publication, visual effects, environment design, website designing, graphic designing, sound editing. If you do all this, if these are your interest, then you can always opt for BDES in digital design. So it's a very common question by the students. What are the career prospects? What are job prospects? The current batch of MDiS students, which is our third batch going to pass out, we have secured around 90% of internships for all the students. Now, one of our students is from the current batch is in General Motors. One of them is in Volvo Asia Commercial Vehicles. Four of them have gone to Future Tech. Somebody is in Invent India Design, and we have different kind of people who have associated with us for continuously asking us to send our students there. So we have students in Advantage. We've sent our students previously in BEML, Tata Elxsi, Tata Motors, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, TI Cycles, Fortune Cookies, Desmania. Right now, again, our student is there. So we have one student every year going to Desmania, one into General Motors, and that is how we have been, connecting with the industry. They need people, we send them. We have one student in Maruti as well, Maruti Design as well. So this is our current scenario. Just to tell you about how we began. We began with only 2000 in 2013 with 10 students at a very humble location within the campus, and today we have grown much further. We have more than 100 students in the first year of foundation itself, and if you look further, we have in MDes, so we have 17 students in the current batch. We have a total of 230 students across all the streams. So what do the students learn here? That's been a question most of the times. That okay, I'm interested in designing, but what do you teach? So what we teach here, to begin with, for if you are coming for transportation design or product design, sketching is one of the most important things that you learn. So our students, what you see on your slides, they do this. So marker renderings, freehand sketching, they do computer aided designing, they do 3D modeling, model making, etc., etc., etc. So this slide is about only about the marker work, the hand work, hand renderings. And on this slide, they have done a lot of 3D modeling as well as computer aided sketching. Some of the work that students do has been also displayed in various of national and international level design competitions as well as design forums. Some of them have been displayed in the university itself. If you look at this, we have a nylon thread curtain where students use strings from different colors. They got them together. They made a curtain out of them. It looks like a myriad of various colors, and it's an amazing installation to see. They also made a Rubik's Cube installation where one big cube is opened up, all the colors are matched, and you have a lot of different forms and shapes they fall out of it. That was an idea to show that the world is formed out of basic forms of a triangle and square. So this is these are some of the students in work area. As you see, they're working with hands. That is our key concern, that we provide the hands-on experience to all the students. So it's not that we do it for them. We tell them what to do, and we are always there to guide them as faculty members. And the students, they do it with their own hands. They try to create their own products. So you see people here, students are working on plaster of Paris. Some are working on colors, different kind of colors, how different kind of colors go together, which is extensively used in the communication design, graphic design, in automotive design, etc. And some students, if you see on the right hand side, they're the portraits of dots. So you take dots and you make portraits out of them. So this is 1:10 scale Lamborghini done at our premises. Our one of our technicians who teaches students how to do model making. He was explaining them how to do it with the uses or with MDF. It's a sort of wood. So he's made Lamborghini to display to the students, and this has not been possible without the resources that we have. So this is what we are today. That is School of Design Studies. We are surrounded by nice mountains, which turn white when it snows heavy. Very nice, clean environment, no pollution at all. But what we have are workshops. So we have a complete 6 feet high paint booth where students paint their products. We have a ceramic lab where you can work on clay, which is potter's clay, or you can work on plaster of Paris or similar sort of material. There's a plastic workshop where only plastic material is used to make products. We have an industrial clay and thermocol workshop where students work on thermocol and industrial clay. Now this clay is very special. It's not available in India. We get it imported from Japan, and we try to give our students the international exposure on materials as well. We have a dedicated Cintiq lab. Cintiqs are special kind of high-end monitors, which are as good as your paper and pen. You can directly sketch on the sheet, and in the same way, you can directly sketch on a Cintiq. And everything is directly it connected to the computer, so everything that you do is automatically saved into the computer. So you use different software. You use Adobe Photoshop. You use Sketchbook Pro or Sketchbook Designer, and many other software like Corel Draw, etc., or Corel Painter if you like to. Then we have a 3D lab, which is dedicated only with high-end workstations, and this lab is specifically for 3D modeling, where you can use Rhino 3D, CATIA, Autodesk Alias, Bunk Speed Keyshot, or Autodesk Showcase, etc. On the right hand side, that banner that you see, that's a three-story tall, done again completely by the students, printed by the students. We have a dedicated design library where we have books very rare. There are 3 or 4 books which are the only ones available across the globe. So we got them from different universities. One of them came from California, one came from I think Singapore. So this is how we build our library. We have a professional plotter and scanner, so you can print everything that you want. You can scan everything you want. So what we're trying to do is we're creating labs which are extensively for your usage. If your students need anything, it's there. One of the best parts is the incubation center, which helps in students to grow as entrepreneurs. For example, you have a very brilliant idea. You want to take it to the market. You want to create a product out of it. You can sell it to the market. Incubation center helps you with that. They help you in filing the patents. They help you creating prototypes. They help you in selling the product as well. They help you in connecting with the people who would like to invest into if you want to start your own company. So we've got the facility for that as well. So what are the activities that we do overall? In 2016, we had Innofinity, that is our annual design conclave, annual program. Within that, we have had Design Opera, where students display their work. So it's open to everybody. people from industry come and look at the work done by the students, people from media, television, newspaper, designers from across the country. When they visit, they can have a look at the work which is being displayed, but done by the students. So we had Innofinity, we had Mr. Satya Silan from Ashok Leyland, who's heading design team at Ashok Leyland. Satish Gokhale, who's a founding director at Design Directions. Richa Ghansyal, social entrepreneur and design and development. So these people came and had a talk with the students on their questions regarding design, their insights about what design is, how to become an entrepreneur, and how to put your skills in better use. So we keep holding these things, such kind of conclaves as well. Some more pictures from the conclave. Satish Gokhale is lighting the candle, and this is a question session which is going on. This is the display of students' work. Now, as you can see, we have had some international people as well who came to visit our design opera. Students are working; they do it themselves, as I said. Everything is done by the students, and they decide what will be displayed and not. We are here to help them. We explain them what can be better, and this is the work they display. We have been building a very good relationship with the industry. In that respect, we also had a clay workshop for 5 days from General Motor clay modeler, Mr. Dilip Talore. He came to the university for 5 days. He explained students the very basics of clay modeling. And what you see here are the images of that modeling workshop in progress. It's an annual event. Again, we'll be having Dilip coming or somebody else from General Motors coming this year again to teach students how to work on clay. Because clay is one of the most important parts of the transportation design industry, where you show your work and your concept by making a model out of clay. We are regular at Pune Design Festival as well. Again, this year, if you are in Pune or you're traveling to Pune around this date, which is 7th of February, sorry, 9th of February, please visit. Go and meet our faculty member there and see what is done. You can directly interact with our director as well. So we also organized a game design workshop where students interacted with the game design expert, and they themselves created different kind of games, board games, paper games, out mostly indoor games. So this is again a sort of inputs which keep happening. Siam Design Workshop. Now Siam is Society of Indian Automotive Manufacturers. They have got together and created a society where they can, the industry can connect. Now they also aim at connecting the industry to the education as well. So here you see people from Maruti, the one in green shirt on the top left, his Saurabh, the one who designed, who with his team designed Maruti Brezza, the new one, Suzuki Brezza. At the bottom in the white shirt you have Nilesh. Nilesh heads the Honda design team who designed the new Honda Navi. Then you have people from General Motors at the big in the center, and that is how we've had different kind of people from the industry coming and interacting with the students. Well, we go out. These are some of our pictures of previous batches. We went to Manesar to see the Heritage Transport Museum. They went to a Modern Art Gallery, Delhi, and this is the sort of exposure that we give them. Some of the achievements at SoDS. We have a co-branded certification from Autodesk. Now, School of Design Studies has been associated academically with Autodesk in many ways. One of them is where Autodesk Fusion 360, which is a new initiative, software from Autodesk. So we have been conducting certification examinations uh, with Autodesk and Adobe applications in partnership with Certipod, which we just connected last month as well. Apart from them, we have Alias Training from Future Tech Design. Future Tech Design is a Siemens global vendor for imparting training design related training to the industry as well as the corporates. So they come and give training on Autodesk Alias to our students. We have also been involving General Motor Bangalore experts who give workshops or education on these topics as well. As I mentioned previously, now clay modeling training for General Motors for transportation design students was also conducted, and we will be having it again in this month or the next one. So if you want to just come and see what happens, maybe you can get in touch with our team, so they'll inform you when is this happening. Yeah, we can do that as well. KPIT Pune is a company based which organized a competition to design the front fascia of their electric bus. So one of our students, Ravi Shankar, from the MDS current batch, final year, he won the third prize worth 25,000 on 4th of May during the final competition phase at Pune itself. Now Vignesh Vasukottan, again a final year MDes student from 2015-17, he was chosen as the top 20 finalist in an international train design competition organized in China by CRRC and RVID, Society of Reality Industrial Design. So he went to China. He explained his process, his concept to a big team of international designers and companies, where he was appreciated a lot. That is one of our key achievements in the last year. And Siam Automotive Design Challenge, which takes place every year. Two of our students, one Pratik Arya from MTES Transportation Design and one Sai Sharan Ramesh from BDES Transportation Design, they both have made it to the top finalists in the Siam Automotive Design Challenge 2016. Now in Goa, on the 17th of this month, February, these students will be displaying the concept to the jury, and we hope that they'll be one of the topmost winners. Now Akash Raja, another MDes student, participated in the Tata Makeathon contest to design wearable health monitoring device. So he displayed his concept at the final phase at IIT Guwahati. Here in the picture, what you see as his work, which he made, the product. So behind all this, we have a very dedicated and professional team that drives the whole process, led by Dr. Somajit Ghoshal, who is a professor and director, who was previously heading NID's International Collaboration R&D at Bangalore, and was the coordinator of the Government of India's NID MSME Design Clinic scheme in South India. So he has more than 31 years of experience in design, holds a PhD in ergonomics from the University of Calcutta, and he's currently heading our School of Design Studies. Supporting him, we are myself, Jagpreet. I'm post diploma in transportation design and BTech in mechanical engineering. We have Manas from IIT Delhi. We have Rakesh from NID. We have again Niren from NID. We have Mukund, who's post-diploma in sculpture and fine arts from Baroda. Mr. Soham Savarkar from ITI Nagpur. Harish CB from IIT Bombay. So as you see, we have a mixture of a lot of different ideas and different background of people. Apart from these faculty members, we have a great say a team of people who are only dedicated to digital design and workshop, etc., etc., etc. So we have a potential collaboration in placements, summer internship, academic alliance, industrial visits, endowments. All our licenses are through our original licenses, of course, from different companies. We have guest lectures, management development programs. Now, guest lectures, as I said, we have people coming from across the industry, across the country as well, from Ashok Leyland to Maruti, to Invent India, to Advantage, to Desmania, and so on. So for further details, you can contact the given numbers. And let us now take questions. Okay. So, well, I'm having a question here. what is the level of practical knowledge we'll be getting as part of MDes in the field of interaction design? That is from Sharon Adla. Hi Sharon, good afternoon first of all. Well, see, interaction design, as you know, this is one of the most growing fields as of now. So we have built a very strong team. Our director, Dr. Somajit Ghoshal, is an expert in ergonomics. Now, ergonomics is an essential part of interaction design. So you'll be getting a practical knowledge on working on the existing interface designs, how human and machine interaction works. For the practical knowledge, you will be having dedicated machines where you can actually work on your hands. Your projects will be having in the initial stages not, but in the later stages you'll be having expert live projects. You'll be also going for internship either in the industry, or you'll be having industry live projects where you can practically work on developing new interactional devices or apps and so on. Just to give you an idea, some of our previous students, one of them is working with Fortune Cookies, one of them worked with InfoEdge. InfoEdge is the same company that holds uh, the 99 bricks, and I think Naukri.com as well. Yes, Naukri.com as well. So these guys have worked there. Apart from that, some of our students from previous batches have worked in the medical equipment manufacturing companies as well, where there has to be an extreme and very careful, precise interaction between the doctors, the nurses, and the equipment. So yes, that is the level of interaction design that you'll be having. So may we have more questions? Well, while we wait for the questions, what I suggest you guys is, take some time off over the weekend, drop at our location, come to School of Design Studies, have a look at the environment, have a look at the facilities that we are having here, and I'm sure you won't find such kind of facilities across the country. We've been pioneers in, giving degree courses in the North Indian zone specifically. And we started that with a very strong infrastructure as well as strong labs. As you've seen in the presentation as well, some of the equipment are not only rare but also I shouldn't say it, but very expensive. But these are to give the students an experience of the lifetime, because you are here for either 2 to 4 years, right? So we don't want our students look out somewhere else for the facilities, for equipment, for infrastructure. So we've been developing here, and we've also been employing our students to guide others as well. Like the Fusion 360 by Autodesk, it's been completely guided by our School of Design students only. So these students interact with Autodesk. These students interact with other students who want to have the knowledge, and they organize events. And through these events, knowledge is shared, which is our key idea, to spread knowledge as much as possible. Well, I'm waiting for more questions, guys. Shoot, if you have any doubts, any questions, any queries, please ask. Maybe we can ask. Let me ask you a question. How many of you have heard of design before before talking to us? What do you think design is? Maybe you can give one word answer, or sorry, one line answer. Let's try that way. It could be anything like, if you find car designing important, let me know what is design in car designing. If you are into interaction design, you can tell me what is interaction design. product design or graphic design, communication design, anything, any sort of design if you've ever heard of, maybe we can discuss on that as well. Well, so we'll wind up here. Right. In case you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch with our enrollment team. I've given you the addresses. I'll put them across again. If you want to connect to UPS, you want to go and meet UPS, our team at their office, please feel free. And this is our website, www.ups.ac.in. Our phone numbers have been mentioned, 011 417 30151. We are in Oakland industrial area in phase 3. So please feel free to go there and meet our design team. So thank you very much for your time again. Have a good day.